push that, push, keep pushing, push that, push, keep pushing, push that, push, keep pushing. No matter what you're going through, I want to see you push it, push that, push, keep pushing, push that.
Check it. This is a unique house. It's your boy ECEO, man. I'm here with the lovely official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing there. What going?
Hey, man, what's going on, man? Hey, man, listen, man, we got a special guest in here today, man. He don't really need no introduction, man. One of my day ones, man, been supporting me ever since I met him. And it's been a blessing to have him in my life. What I've seen him do since we've been together is an extraordinary movement, man. And people need to really tune in, tap into what this guy brings to the table, man, for our youth, for our black culture, for everything that he represents. Now, guys, you got to step up and wake up, man. It's my boy Maham the Mentor. He's in the building.
What's up?
The introduction was solid. So how you doing today, man?
I'm here to promote the book, man. I'm blessed, and you know.
Well, I can tell you right now, man, that I love the demeanor. I also love the demeanor when I see you go live on Facebook. You know, the things that you say a lot of times, man, it pretty much brings awareness to certain things that may be taken in the wrong way, or somebody may not have got a cool grasp of what it really was, what was going on at the time when it was happening. You'll do a recap of situations, and I would always call you and be like, man, you keep pushing, or yeah, you know, people need to hear that. You remember those days?
Yes.
So, what's up, Miss Jamaica? Are you with us today, or is it just me and Mayhem?
I'm here. I'm just listening to the conversation right now.
Oh, okay. But so what's up, man? Talk to me.
Man,
tell me something.
I was thinking about. First, let's talk about the book Black Massacres.
No. We don't even do it like that.
Okay.
Let's go back into you, Mayhem. Right. Before you were Mayhem. How did you get the name Mayhem? I want to know about you. I want to know growing up. You said you grew up in Louisiana?
No, I grew up all over the United States.
Well, you were born in where?
I was born in Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
And because I've read portions of the book, and because we have a personal relationship, just give us a little spiel about who you are, how you know, because you was born into a situation that many don't even fathom. So could you please give us a little bit about that?
Right. My biological father was murdered before I was born on New Year's Eve, 1977, in Los Angeles, California, trying to break up a fight. I was born on April 29th. My biological mother OD'd on October 1977, 4 months after I was born. And then I went through 7 different foster homes before I got adopted by my family today, which is the DuBriel family.
How old were you when you got adopted by that family?
I think maybe 7 months old, something like that. 7 months.
Oh, so you didn't go through foster care that long then?
No, because they sent us through foster care because it was 5 of us all together that was adopted, and they said my older siblings were older, so they separated me and my twin from the other. So you
children. Have a twin?
I have a twin brother. Identical twin.
Okay.
And they were trying to get us adopted. So
y'all got adopted together? Did y'all get adopted?
We got adopted together.
That's awesome.
Because the adoption agency in California, they knew that babies get adopted a lot faster than older children. Mm-hmm. So they knew that if they can get us to the right family, that we can get adopted. So they ended up shipping us to a lot of different people because we were 2 kids. Mm-hmm. And they knew that we can get adopted fast. So it was crazy, but it's all documented.
So 7 months, in 7 months. So
within the 7 months.
Within 7 months, because what they said was that I had got so attached to they said when I was younger, it was hard for my mother to touch me or feed me or something because I had a disdain for women. I didn't like to touch women. My dad was the one who came and got me about the orphanage, because when he walked through the door, you know, he was like the first man, because, you know, here I am, a young kid, I come into the world and I have my mom and they take me from her. I go from another foster care, I get close to the mother.
Hold on. But you say you got adopted at 7 months.
Right.
Okay, so
we're talking about feeding
orphanage.
The baby. We're talking about
so
we didn't go to an orphanage. We were in like what's it called, foster care.
Foster care. So at 7 months, we
were confined to what they said, the playpen. They said when I was in the playpen, the little them back in the, I don't know if you remember back in the day, they used to keep us in the playpen. They said when I would come in there And the women were coming there. I would fight and kick and
At 7 months.
At 7 months, and
That's why I was trying to figure. I'm like, wow.
And they said, why was he doing it? And they said, because I was getting close to the women. And they said 7 times that I had got close to a woman, and every time I would get close to the woman would leave me, and I would go to another race. So finally, my dad came in there, and when he reached into the cage, I just was like, and all the people were like, what the hell? What? I thought he didn't touch nobody. And they said, man, something about that kid, he like you.
And your brother wasn't the same way, of course.
No.
He'd go to anybody and everybody.
He was going to anybody. But anyway, it took me a long time to get over this. Even my adopted mother couldn't feed or change me
as
I got older until we went through some type of thing. She said she had to hold me down or something and talk to you. Something she tells the story, but they'll tell you, you know.
But you don't remember.
I don't even like talking about the story because I don't really remember. It's just something that they told me that I had to go through in order for me to develop as, you know, because they said all this stuff, you know, because I went through special ed as, you know, when I was growing up, you know. So I grew up in Los Angeles from in the 70s. So my family is a Creole family. So at this time, the fabric of the environment in Los Angeles in 1977, this was when the tensions was getting bad. And what's crazy about Texas, you know, Texas, our cities are very liberal, more democratic. The rural areas are the more racist areas, or the, you know, you tend to see the more Trump supporters. In California, it's opposite. Our major cities in California are more racist, and then the country part of California is very liberal.
So the people who adopted you, they were from Louisiana?
They were from Louisiana, and they were just moved from Albuquerque, and they moved to LA, and that's where they got us, because my dad couldn't have kids. So when they adopted us, this is when like things kind of started getting bad in LA, so they moved back to Albuquerque. Then my mom got a job. We moved to Colorado Springs, Colorado. Then my parents got a divorce.
Oh, I was about to ask, are they still together?
No, they got a divorce. So then we moved to Arlington, Texas, the first time we moved to Texas.
So you moved with your mom or dad?
My mom.
Okay.
Me and my twin. So then we didn't stay there too long. Then we moved to Fresno, California. We didn't stay in Fresno too long. Then we moved to San Diego. Didn't stay there.
Did you still keep in contact with your dad during all of this movement and everything like that?
Yes, and kind of a little bit. You know, we talk to him. We know where he's at.
And that's so crazy. As a child, he was the one you went to, and you really didn't deal with her. But then when they broke up, she's the one you went with.
Yeah, she kept the Social Security money.
Okay.
So she got the money to keep that and, you know, help us out or whatever. And he felt like she was more educated than he was, and he was just like, it's better for her to take care of you because she's more sophisticated or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know, she's more responsible. She can cook or whatever. So he was just like, he was around and he was there, but he wasn't as responsible as he could have been or whatever. I don't know. They felt it was best for us to go with her. So we didn't stay in Fresno that long. My first job was delivering the Fresno Bee newspaper.
I seen that in the book.
Right. So, you know, that's when I really
And how old were you when you got your first job?
That would have been right then. My first job was
11, 12? Or you older?
Something like that.
It was 11, 12.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when you come talking about to being a tough person, man, I'm a twin. You know, I got my Uncle Savage. You know, I got a lot. My dad was tough. My dad got 4 brothers. My uncles, you know what I'm saying? So.
And when you seen your dad and your mom, okay, because I understand your dad passed away New Year's Eve, and then your mom that October. But did you eventually find out about your parents, your biological parents' family?
My biological dad was black, and my biological mother was white.
Okay.
So because of that dynamics, the family rejected everything. So we never, you know.
So you, even up to today, you don't know that side of the family or anything.
One was from Alabama, one was from West Texas, you know.
And you said you had 5 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Was that for your biological mom and dad?
I have 4. I have my siblings, the biological, same mom, same dad.
Were you able to get back in contact with them?
We was in a thing called an open adoption. So it means I always knew I was adopted, and I always knew that these brothers existed.
But you didn't know, so you knew how to contact them or where they are and everything like that?
They knew how to contact me. I was the youngest. I was the baby. I was the last to be born.
But sometimes the baby have to take things on their hands when you get older to reach out.
I take them under their hand now. I reach out. I keep everybody in line.
Are they still living?
Yeah, everybody's still living.
When the last time you spoken to them?
All of them.
Like weekly, 2 weeks?
Yesterday.
That's dope, man.
So growing up, when did you find out? At what age did your parents, your adopted parents, tell you that your mom died at that age and your dad died this how? And when did you find all of that information out? How old were you?
As soon as old as I can remember.
Really?
Yeah.
And how you think that affected your upbringing?
No.
It didn't affect you, knowing that?
You had to deal with the
mentally?
cards you was dealt, right?
Yeah, I never worried about. I never thought of. It is what it is. I just, I had a rough life, so we was poor, and it's like, well, you don't have liberties. You don't have. I was worried about, we was like, I knew wherever I was at, I knew we were struggling, and we could do better, and people were doing better, and we weren't doing as bad, because I remember growing up in Albuquerque, and we were struggling. And we had some white neighbors next door to us. We used to go outside and play with their kids. And we went outside, and they was out there playing. They were like, "You want to eat some food?" We were like, "Yeah, we got some." Because we eat sandwiches and peanut butter sandwiches. And they went over there, and they was eating dog food.
Wow.
And I was like, and they didn't see nothing wrong. It was normal to them. And it was just like, they was trying to offer us something in good faith. Like, it was nothing unnormal about it. It was like, "Yeah, you want some? That's pretty good. Just kibble some bits." And I was
People
just like,
out there eat dog food.
there's
Those
in the
people, they
world.
was
there,
poor.
there are people,
I know,
people in the world.
I
eat
know,
dog food.
but that was then. But I know that for that fact, there probably still are people out there who still does the same thing even today.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
You
so-
would think that's absurd when you haven't done it.
right, and this is
I only seen it in TV show. I seen it on I think it was Good Times. They was eating some dog. They thought the lady that was poor was eating dog food on Good Times. That's the only time I seen that. And
this way really
this was really going down like that.
They was offering us. They was like, "We got plenty." You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
What did you say? What was your response?
No, sir. No, we good. We don't eat dog food. We don't eat dog food.
So let me ask you this, and I'm gonna move up just a little bit. So just to get to the point of where you get into criminal activity, I seen that you made it to the 11th grade and you had to drop out. That's
No.
what the book said.
No. I didn't drop out.
You got in trouble
I went to prison.
You went to prison.
in the 11th grade.
in the 11th
Yeah,
grade.
I didn't
So
drop out.
so you was pulled out
Juvie.
No, TDC.
Yeah,
pre-C.
which is yeah.
No,
because you was 18, right?
Juvie.
No, it wasn't juvie.
Juvie is juvenile.
Yeah,
TDC. No, this is TDC.
At 18, what was the crime
At
that
11,
you was convicted of?
wasn't it?
No, he was
11,
18.
Aggravated robbery and attempted murder.
Aggravated robbery and attempted murder.
Right.
And that was your first offense?
It wasn't my first offense. That was my first offense as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had already
many
been tracking you or
offenses?
watching you?
Say it again.
They had already been dealing with you as a
They
youth.
were watching me on drugs, nothing. This was on, they were watching me on other stuff, but just I had been kicking dust for quite a minute.
Yeah, and I know the early part. You said you at first got introduced to gangs, and then the second portion is where you ended up dealing with the drugs.
That's on in Adelia. That's where I'm originally from Adelia,
Okay.
and that's when I got introduced into gangs, and just that's
So that's a
like,
younger part.
How many times
13.
did you get in trouble before you got to 18? How many times did they catch you?
3
so to say?
times that I went to jail.
3 times you went to jail before 18.
Right. We found the purse. We tried to use some credit cards. They got us for credit card fraud right there on Adelia and Kingsley. Now it's
Okay.
Lane. We went to jail on there. We broke into Lake Highlands Junior High School at the gymnasium and broke in there and stole some bats or something out there. Some stupid shit.
Young kids.
Young kids in Lake Highlands High on Church Road. It's Church Hill Road.
Yeah.
And then we went to jail, still in the Suburban.
Oh, got you a Suburban.
Do you think your environment that you were in is the reason why you ended up doing the things that you did? The environment that you were in,
The
back then?
projects or those things, or just lack of guidance.
Lack of guidance, because it was people who lived in the same environment who didn't do what we was doing. But if they would have been some more, if they would have been people there to say, "Hey man, we're going to lead you in the right direction and give you some way to make money, or give you a way out, give you something to do, something extra to do besides hanging out with the fellas."
Because you were being raised by like a single mom, really.
No, because at this time my single mom had became I had a boyfriend, a living boyfriend who
Sure
we did
did.
not get along with.
Yeah.
And he
Okay.
pushed us in the street. See, when we and him was butted heads
Yeah,
at 9
yeah.
years old. He was hitting me with a bat.
Yeah.
At 9 years old, hitting you with a bat?
Oh, we was going at it.
Wow.
And but because he was trying to hit on my twin or something like that, or he would try to just, I wouldn't.
And she didn't say anything about it.
Oh no, she would stand down.
But so when so when you go to prison at 18, how long did you stay the first go around?
Almost 11 years.
So on the first go around, you stayed 11 years on the 15.
On a 15-year sentence.
Wow. So because it was aggravated, they made you stay that long, or did you get in trouble while you was locked up?
Nah, man, I was acting.
You were young. You was a young bull.
Yeah, I was 18, man. So I went down there and they.
What unit?
I was on a lot of units. I was on. I first hit TDC. See, now one thing about TDC is, it's a lot of people right now who be claiming to be at prison. So prison has a transfer facility. So when you first go into prison, you just don't go straight into prison. Correct, you got to go to a middle unit. You know what I'm saying? You
went to Middleton.
So no, I went. It's most people out of Dallas would go to Middleton where you're more comfortable. You got a lot of people out of Dallas. I wasn't that fortunate. I went to Holiday Unit.
Okay, you went to Holiday.
Yeah. And when I went to Holiday Unit, man,
that's Huntsville, right?
That's Huntsville, and it was mostly Houston people. It might have been like 5 of us down there.
Yeah,
on the whole unit, and everybody. And this back in the day, this '90s. This in the '90s. This is when you walk through the TDC and they say, "Welcome to TDC." While you're down here, you're gonna fight or bust a 60.
Yeah.
This is what the law tell you. Yeah. This ain't no inmate telling you that. This the law telling you.
And this is TDC. And when I think about TDC, 60, that's kids.
No, that's TYC.
TYC. I'm mixing everything up.
But TDC is a bus of 60. That's commissary?
Bus of 60 is a commissary. Yes. So when the law telling you off the bus, you're going to give up your booty, you're gonna fight, or you're going to bust a 60, have a nice day, get into the day room. That's what they tell you when you come into the door. So TDC was very gangster when I went into it, so he was right up my alley. Yeah. But when I went through the door, I immediately got into it with the Houston guys. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Just off of where you're from. And I'm like, I'm from Dallas. They were like, oh. I'm like, what you mean? Oh. And he's like, where you from? He's like, I'm from South Park. I was like, oh.
It's always been that battle.
Then before he said somebody and dragged him off the bunk, stomp him out. Then he thinking it's over because now we know, because back in those days when you fought, they just told you stand outside and let the mosquitoes bite you. And then after that, they just let you come back in the dorm. So we standing outside. He think it's over with. He don't even know who he done talk to.
Yeah. It's all day, every day.
As soon as he came back in the door, I slid him again. Blah, blah. Everybody, damn, man, to get him again. Man, it's over with. No, it ain't over with till I'm through stomping you out. The law, we go back out now. We got to stand out there till breakfast.
So the name
Did they strip you down, or
where did that come from?
Did they strip you down, or did they just let you stand out there?
We just stand out there till breakfast.
Okay,
cool. We come back in from breakfast. I got him, hit him all in the shower. Got him by the toilet, stomp him out. Man, it's over. I said, man, let me tell you something, man. I ain't to be. I did my first day in prison. I said, man, my homeboys now, they told me, let them know they gonna think something's off about you because you already light skinned and so. Hey, man, I said, man, the first dude, I'm going to give him the business. Yeah. So I was already, I was on one end. And then I was young and I was very, I ain't say naive, but I was on it. On that,
street.
Yeah, I was on that, I'm going to knock one of these fools' heads off the muscle. I stayed in population 2 weeks.
That was it?
I stayed in custody 9 months, and then I got out for like a week, and I went back to medium custody.
So you didn't have to work. You didn't have to go to work.
What you mean?
You was on the whole squad, even though you was getting in trouble.
What? It's all you can do in the medium custody is work on the whole squad.
Okay. Because I was thinking if they locked you down in SEG or something, then you wouldn't have to deal with it. So you just got on. You was just on.
That's. See, when you go to SEG, some people see SEG is SEG. That's closed custody. Right. So closed custody is not SEG, because closed custody is you locked up in the cell, but you still go outside and work in the field. SEG is administration segregation. That's when you locked up all the time, in the cell. And that's on something else. You didn't crawl. I done did that too. That's.
Now.
Keep pushing, push it, push, keep pushing. No matter what you